We're continuing to wait. The governor has called an extraordinary session. We want to do what is right for this state with the spending crisis that we have in the middle of a budget. We already did come back in August and cut over $1 billion worth of spending in August for this current year budget. We're being asked now to consider spending cuts that reach into next year's budget without having seen anything in next year's budget. And even that would be something that we could consider in view of the fiscal crisis that we have. The deep concerns that I have, however, are that every one of my school districts is taking a mid-year cut. And this is very reflective of, on a statewide basis, of what we experienced in Monroe County just a year ago. The school districts taking a mid-year cut could be an absolute disaster for them. And I'll give you some examples. In Fairport alone would be a $2.5 million cut right now. Penfield, Pittsford, some of the other schools, $1.5 million in cuts. Those are the kinds of things that wreak havoc on local budget. And that result is property taxes are going to increase dramatically if we take this approach. Our local hospitals, Rochester General, Highland, the University of Rochester, Unity Health, collectively, with a 2-year package of cuts, are going to sustain about $40 million in cuts. That's people in nursing home beds, it's people in hospital beds, it is hospital employees, nurses, nursing staff. So it is imperative that we stop spending and recognize that we have to slow down with the decrease in revenue that we're all experiencing. But we also have to understand that this is not a scalpel approach. The net result of this is, if we see the bill, and the governor hasn't even given us a bill here, he's called us an extraordinary session. It's afternoon, and we haven't even seen the legislation. There are rumors he's not going to send it down now, but the net result is that the bill he's giving us will necessarily, and there's no escaping it, drive up property taxes. That's the one thing that we promised we would not do. So we have to see the governor's bill. We have to see the legislation that he's been talking about, and we have not seen it. It is now past noon. We have not gavelled in. We're all here. I want to be helpful. I want to help this governor. I want to help my fellow legislators. I want to help my constituents. We've just come off a resounding victory in the election. I think the people have put their trust in me and their faith in me. And I want them to know that I'm here to work. I need some tools.